My first introduction to the racing industry was my grandfather, who was a farrier, and he was also a trainer as well, and he worked out at Yarra Glen. We went occasionally to watch his horses race. The sport just encapsulates, you know, what magnificent horses are. There's nothing better than watching the horses come thundering down the straight. I first decided to be a vet back when I was a child, believe it or not. I grew up on a sheep farm and it just seemed like a logical thing to do. What I love about horses, it's their athleticism, they're just such incredible animals, they've got such personality, and the things that they'll do for people and the amount of trust they put in us is just extraordinary. On a race day, we arrive a couple of hours before the first race, so we're here before the horses arrive on course and we get set up. Our role on race day, we examine horses before the race. We'll then again follow them out into the mounting yard and watch them parade then. And that's all just to make sure that the horses are absolutely suitable to race. And then we'll follow them around to the barriers. And again, it's watching the horses, it's sort of a last check to make sure that they're fit and healthy to race. We'll then follow the horses around and come back into the mounting yard at the end of the race. As well as that, we are involved in managing the sampling on race day. So that involves taking blood and urine samples before the races and then again taking samples after the races. Everything we do is really centred around putting the health and the welfare of horses first, and that's sort of our guiding principle in everything we do. Our policies and guidelines and rule changes are guided by research, and Racing Victoria has invested a substantial amount of money in research. The safety record in Victorian racing is amongst the best in the world, but we're not going to rest on our laurels, and we'll continue looking at ways that we can improve that.